Hello and welcome to another episode. So in the last episode we managed to do that, and one thing I missed mentioning in the last section was that I also built up these two, the one over there and one here, and these are almost the exact same as the one over there. I also don't know what I'm going to do with this base. So if you have any suggestions what I could use, I've been thinking of doing like an anvil system, just as the one I'm having here, or have here. So when this anvil is destroyed, another one is dispensed from all the way up there. And yeah, that works really good. I'm not sure if I'll use that depends on like the XP, so I think I'll just go back here to use this anvil if I want to get some XP, so I don't really know. But for this episode I'm thinking of a few things, and while I'm flying here I also built up 2 more layers on this cactus farm. But what I wanted to show you and just face plant into the wall there is I want to rip this all out and redo it. So I want to have like different loaders or shotgun loaders for different things. Not entirely sure what, maybe. Or how I want to do it, but I'll probably be, since I want to add these like lines in different concrete concrete colors, I want to probably dispense some more colors into here and just fill up a few shulker boxes of each color, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So I want to rip this all out, but I'm not sure if I want to do that in this episode or in another episode. I also want to fix this to, well, so they are a lot faster, especially, or collecting items is a lot faster, and especially for the community side, so you don't have to wait a few minutes before all items have arrived here. So I might do that for today, but I also want to fix, if you were watching me a few, or like one of the first episodes in this series, I decided to improve the whole area where you go to the community. What do you call it? Why did I have to land over there? The desert, mining desert, and the... yeah, I have to go down here. So usually before it was sort of like a Mesa type thing, and then you went to this direction. Maybe I can even show it to you. Maybe not. It should be somewhere around here. And of course there's sand over there. Come on, let me up. Yeah, here it is. So you had to go through all this area. You go down and up, and yeah, it was quite a big hassle, and ghosts could shoot you because there are some open areas, and there were a hole in the floor, so you had to watch out so you didn't land in lava. Let's see, this is the way up. So yeah, because I'm creating lots of concrete, I really wanted to fix that. So I created this path which you can take, and my idea was to make so that instead of, well, to have it all going all the way to the Mesa. Currently it ends over, yeah, just where the community mining desert is. So you have to walk all the way to the Mesa place. And let's see, so you have to walk all over here. It's so slow when you don't got haste. And to here. So I want to create the tunnel or continue the tunnel and make it go all the way to this place. It's in here, not that much. So I think I'll do that for today's episode. So for that I also need to mine some Mesa, and I need to design the tunnel basically first, how I want it to be. So I'll probably remove this cactus and instead have like regular blocks, so the boat is slowed down. So if you want to get out here in the desert, you can just hop on out and destroy the boat. Whereas if you want to continue, you will be a bit slowed down, but then you can just continue straight forward to the mining Mesa. I'm here in creative, and I think this might be the design I want to go with. I'm also, these have or the sandstone have these arches, but yeah, I didn't feel like it worked with having these arches for the Mesa. This doesn't look like it fits in. This barely looks like it fits in. I really want some stairs and slabs for terracotta and concrete and glass as well. Yes, I think I'll just go with it. Let's just continue this all the way. Maybe this works, and then continue doing something like this. Let's see. No, I think I'll actually just go for a very long tunnel. I can always change it later. I think I'll dig out the tunnel next, because that's what I'm most inspired. That's what I want to do right now. So see you in the tunnel. The tunnel has now been mined out. So this was actually quite a short tunnel, and all the way here. I haven't really mined out over here. Maybe I should do that as well. All the way up to the portal. But yeah, this went very fast. It's not at all the long grind as was like for the first part. This should go quite fast to create, especially since it's such a simple design. And now what's left is basically to mine all the resources, which is red sandstone and some terracotta. So I'll be going through this portal any second now and start mining gathering all the resources. It's a new day for me, and yesterday I finished this section with all the bottom with the floor, the walls and the ceiling. And let's see, so all the way to here. Whoa, there's usually not a ghost there. So what's left is basically to, well, fix the entrance over here, and when this sand path will change to this Mesa like view. The tunnel is now fully finished, and I had to add 3 sand blocks as a break, otherwise you'll just rush right past this portal. So yeah, I think it's just to do a test ride, and if you want to like just continue, you barely stop, or you just lose a little speed. So if we try it out coming from here, so you go and yeah, you just barely stop, so you have enough time to stop there. And here is a cactus, and you put your boat back in, and this is what it looks like. It's nothing really fancy, but now at least there's a faster way to the mining mesa. So I think that's it for this, like for this tunnel, and it's nice to have it fully finished. Oh, I also didn't show that can happen sometimes when you're getting out. So this is how it looks like. I almost want this to be a red color. It feels a bit weird to have it birch instead of acacia, but yeah, I think that will do for now at least. So yeah, this is finished, and here I added some signs to mining desert. I think I know what my next project will be. So I've been strip mining, or I don't know if it's actually called strip mining, but strip mining in under the ground for diamonds and lapis. And yeah, it's quite fun to just strip mine for half an hour, 45 minutes, especially when I'm tired. I don't really have to focus on anything. So what I'd like to do is to have, you know what, I would really like to have a slime farm, but yeah, let's wait with that. So what I like to do is basically, when I've been to the mines, I have about 3 shulker boxes full with stone, granite, diorite, various not those, but iron ores, coal ore, redstone ore. So for now, I'm usually, before I didn't silk touch everything, but yeah, it requires less use of, or no use at all of, the crafting table, since I don't have to combine all the lapis, redstone, etc. So I just find that to be a lot easier, especially now that I don't really need any coal. So that makes it a lot easier, and I also thinking of starting a shop with all the ores, sort of like ore galore, like iJeven has, but with another name, of course. However, one problem is that everything is unsorted in all the shulker boxes. Well, the stone is usually not unsorted. That's usually in one stone box. So what I want to do is I want to have a water stream all the way from my mining area, which is way like to the left of the oh yeah, I forgot to put a white concrete over that. To the left of the building, the blast chamber. So what I'd like to do is to create a water stream all the way from there, and also going back, so I can just put my shulker boxes in the water streams, and then I can just, yeah, they will go all the way to my base, and now that is fixed. All the way to my base here at the pyramid, get sorted over here, and then the empty shulker boxes will make it way back to almost like a hideout under the ground, where I just put all the shulker boxes. Or I might just, you know what, maybe I don't have to do a water stream all the way back there. Maybe I could just have like an input chest. Would be good to have an input chest over here. And so this is the trash. But maybe if I put in the, so yeah, maybe somewhere hidden I want to have an input chest, and then all the items will get sorted into shulker boxes, which when they're full they'll get put into this for stone, these for andesite, diorite and granite, although they'll just end up here and not sorted like this. For dirt over here, damn it, do I have one for dirt as well? It's usually a bit of a hassle. I don't know if it's possible to have 3 chests in a row, because I can't have hoppers pointing into each, since, well, the that would just make the lowest hopper suck out the items from the hopper above. So I have to have droppers into these, at least into the the last 2. Then I also have, is there, yeah, for gravel as well. And then for, I'm not sure how I want to do with all the ores, since it takes quite a long time to get the ores, or to get a shulker box full of ores, especially since I don't really mine the iron ore. I just, if it's in my way, I just mine it, and the same goes with coal. However, the lapis and the redstone I do mine. So what I want to do is make a platform underneath here and make some sort of sorter, and probably an input chest. Well, maybe have an input chest over here, and then all the shulker boxes could actually just be shot up to this. That would work. All the empty shulker boxes, and then if any of these are out, I can just go down and refill them manually. I've now built the item filter over here, and also the shulker loaders up there, and here is a stackable item filter. So basically what this does, there are a lot of hoppers here, but here is the input from the chest, and then all the, let's see, the non-stackable items, or also known as trash in this case, will get into this hopper line, whereas the stackable, or the shulker boxes in this case, will go into, that doesn't work. This one is built 1 too low. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. How did I think here? well, I'll have to rebuild this. Then the shulker box gets unloaded and goes into this hopper line over here. And when the shulker box is empty, it goes to this hopper line over here, which will send the item back to the shulker storage in there. But I need to fix this. But before I do that, I just want to show you, here is the shulker box loader for 11 of the types. So I don't want, as I mentioned before, I don't want to have any shulker box loaders for the diamond, lapis, and emerald ores. Just want to put them directly into the chest. So what's next is to fix this, and yeah, hopefully I can fix this without having to redo everything. Then I also need to fix all the item filters here, or rather there, put in all the items. I also need to see if it's possible to like have inputs right above and below each of the chests. If that's the case, I'll need to go into the creative to test that, because yeah, it's easier in creative. I'm here in creative and I managed to come up with 2 solutions for putting in items in or different items in chests that are vertically stacked. So as you can see, if I just show you, these should be empty. So if I plop down one here, then one here, all work. Although the topmost, I'll probably just use hoppers all the way. So you can see there's one in each chest, but this doesn't work for example, if I were to put in 64 or 32 items here, this one wouldn't work. And so yeah, this works for most situations because I'll be packing most of the stuff into shulker boxes. However, there is 3 items that I don't pack into shulker boxes, and that's golden or gold. Why do I keep saying gold? Diamond ore, emerald ore, and lapis ore. And both diamond ore and emerald ore is like at the bottom, so I need to fix that somehow, and I came up with another solution. So now 16 items, and this one is quite slow, as you can see, but it works, and it's also now noisy. But yeah, that I don't really mind, since I won't be going out mining that often, and yeah, I don't really mind having it noisy when I'm sorting through items. And basically, otherwise it'll just sound like this whenever a shulker box is full, and that's fine according to me. So maybe you can take a screenshot if you want to build this, but otherwise this one is a bit trickier to take a screenshot on because there are a lot of components in there, but it's actually quite easy to build. So let's say you want a 3 high, so then and of course there's like concrete here, so you want to hide everything. And the topmost you can just use 2 hoppers, but then here you have to put some droppers. So you have to put 3 there and 4 over here. And for the bottom, you put a block, a comparator, and then you want to power this block over here to push forth the first items. So you put an observer there, another observer upwards, and then like this, so you power this block. So now if I put in an item, this one gets sent forward 1 step. But then you want to send it forward all the way to the chest. The way you can do that is put an observer here, 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 and here, and here. Now you power this dropper underneath here, and this one as well. So the item will be transferred 3 steps at a time. So if we try that now, and we can also add a hopper here. So if I just put in an out item here, you can see it goes all the way to the top. And then for this one, you do basically the exact same thing. You just put a comparator over there, 2 observers to power this block. Go there, there, and then you have to power these 2. Actually, maybe you can just do it like this. I haven't tried that. Let's try it out. That might be a smarter solution. Then you don't even have to have this kind of crap. Yeah, that works. So either way works, as long as you power all the pistons. Then you probably could even have something like this. A lot smaller footprint. Yeah, this would work even better. Yeah, cool. I have now built the, what do you call it? The hopper chain that sends all the items. I also built the tubes that will send the items with water. I haven't filled them in with water yet, so here are 4, and here's 1 tube, and here we have 3 tubes. So here are like diamond, emerald, gold, iron, and here are, let's see, there are 3 tubes there and 3 tubes over here. So now all that's left to do basically is just to go down here, and like here are some holes and some other holes are back there. So just connecting these streams that will come from where I collect the items over here. So take these items and connect them to the right stream, and some of them will get, like diorite, andesite, and granite are going to the same location, and diamond, emerald is also going to the same location, so I don't need 15 different tubes. I'm taking a break because I was going to launch the World Eater, so I just thought that hello cow, just wanted to see it in person, and this is quite awesome indeed. It's a bit laggy when you fly too close, but yeah, it's really cool. Really cool indeed. Wonder how come this one is a bit higher. Not sure why. Oh, that's the obsidian or the witch hat. I see, I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Some... We're dropping. Oh shit. Here comes the infantry. Damn, this is nice. Oh, there's a mine shaft here. Or was a mine shaft. This is probably the end of the mine shaft. I think I'm done, or almost done. So the input system should work, including the trash. So we're going to try that out. But this, like this design here, took me about maybe half an hour to create this and that one over there. These water flowing tubes for all the items, meaning I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 14 in total, plus a hopper line over here that sends items that hasn't been sorted in the system. So yeah, that took me about 8 hours. 8 fucking hours. It was so tedious to do. Extremely tedious. So I had to go put in some brass blocks, and usually I went to like the one to the bottom here. Almost all the water lines are. So as you can see, it's quite packed here. Oh, now I know how I can go to this path. I usually just ender pearl from there. So yeah, this really trying to fit everything here was quite a hassle. So building these didn't really take that long time. Building these took a bunch more time. But also I managed to forget a few lines, like for example the gravel line. So I had to do that as well. And I also forgot a path to, like, for the empty shulker boxes, which is like down there. So first I wanted to do a dropper tower, but I already have a dropper tower here, I think. Yeah, I had to use hopper lines instead to get all the way down there. I don't know how it could take 8 hours, but yeah, 8 hours it took. So let's try it out and see if it works. Also, maybe I want to put in some other things like redstone dust, and let's say, so there are 23. So when this is over, there should be like 27. So let's try this out. Hopefully it doesn't go to the trash. Let's also trash something. Maybe we want to trash 1 cobblestone. And it works. Now the cobblestone should be correctly, and very soon we'll have the some redstone. It's already coming here. And then we had the diamonds over here. Let's see when they arrive. Ah, now. You can really hear when they arrive. Yeah, so it works. It works just as intended. And yeah, I forgot to place this hopper line. I just destroyed this hopper line just so I didn't send the shulker box into the trash can. But the filter worked just like as expected, so yeah, I think almost everything is ready now. The one thing that needs to be done is to add shulker boxes or shulker storage over here for all the different items. So I think I'll do that next. Or actually I'll do that between episodes. So thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.